Or the Jews of today are not the Jews of the Bible, and thus not the Jews, so the blessings don't apply. In fact, we don't have to bless them. We can even hate them. This is used by anti-Semites and by those who don't know any better. Some use what's called the Khazar Theory. That's that a people called the Khazars, Turkish people, converted to Judaism in the Middle Ages and basically became those today we know as the Jews. So the Jews of today, in other words, aren't the Jews of the Bible. Well, first, the Khazar Theory has been totally debunked. What has been claimed to have happened never happened. There may have been some individuals who converted, but nothing like that legend happened or any substance. On top of that, recent genetic studies have totally disproven it. There is no measurable descent of the Jewish people that comes from the Khazars. And so if the Jewish people are not the Jewish people, then the question has to be asked then, who actually are the Jewish people, or where are the true Jewish people? If you have imposters walking around, then where are the real ones? And wouldn't they sue for identity theft? Where are the real Jewish people? Are they in hiding? Were they put on a witness protection program? Did they get beamed up into a spaceship? Where are they? There were millions of them. So where'd they all go? Nowhere, apart from where the Jewish people are today. If the Jewish people weren't the Jewish people would have to be somewhere else, and they're nowhere else. And they don't exist, except in the heads of these anti-Israel or radical or anti-Semitic people. This accusation also begs the question, then what about the people today who are known as the Jewish people? The claim is they're not really the Jewish people. Well, if the Jewish people are not the Jewish people, then who are they? Not just then who are the Jewish people, they're not there, but who are they? And where'd they come from? While the other Jews were beamed up aboard the spaceship, were all these other ones beamed down from a spaceship to replace them? And when did it all happen? When did the fake Jews come to the earth? Was it when the real Jews weren't looking? And did the fake Jews lock the real Jews in a closet, put on yarmulkes, take their place? And who are they? Because they had to have come from somewhere, and we don't have any other ancient people who, numbering in the millions, who suddenly disappear to become the Jews, so they could turn up as that. You see, you need a lot of disappearing acts and a lot of appearing acts, a lot of magic tricks to make it happen. And that begs another question. For the last 2,000 years, the Jewish people have been persecuted as no other people have ever been persecuted, driven from nation to nation, wandering the earth, hated, oppressed, slaughtered. Who in their right mind would seek to pretend to be Jewish if they weren't Jewish?